Let me ask you something. Do you know who you are? I'm not talking about your name, your height, your race, your gender. I'm talking about if you had a clone and that clone was sitting right in front of you, what would you say about them? How would you describe them as a person? Who are you really? For the most part, I think it's easy to put our happiness and our value in our external circumstances. But we don't make a lot of emphasis on determining who we are as people and making that the focal point for what our external circumstances should look like. Let's say you get a promotion at work. Congratulations, you got the promotion. Do you believe that you're the kind of person that can manage the responsibilities that come with that promotion? Or you get into a relationship and it's like, wow, you guys are so happy together, but do you believe that you're the kind of person that deserves love? We put our self-satisfaction outside of ourselves. We say we want a nice car, we want a bigger house, we want more friends. But the way that we actually view ourselves is not in line with those goals. So when we get them, or if we have the opportunity to get them, it can lead to self-sabotage. And I'm sure you've seen it before, or maybe experienced it in your own life, where you have this idea for like what you want to have. You want to have this new thing. You want to take this vacation. You want to go to this place. You want to be with this person. And then you get it. The novelty fades. The value that you had behind it goes away over time. Is that an issue with you achieving that goal? Or is it an issue with yourself? Because you thought that if you made more money, you would be happier. You thought that if you got that car, you would be happier. But here's the issue. Now that you make more money, you have more responsibilities. Now that you have that car, you gotta start paying gas. So what's happening is that you just make an exchange for one set of problems to another set of problems. So when you switch over your problems, now you're faced with new problems. And if you don't really look at the reason why you want those new problems or you want those new circumstances, you won't be happy when you achieve them. There's a thing called cognitive dissonance. You feel uncomfortable. You feel like something is weird. So one of two things will happen. You'll either change your behavior or you'll change your beliefs. This is really important because if you change your behavior, you have to mold yourself into a different person. And if you change your beliefs, you have to mold yourself into a different identity. So the way that you see yourself, how you talk about yourself, what you believe about yourself is very important. More important than the things you want to achieve. Because external circumstances won't change who you are as a person. Just because you can have nice things, or you can be in nice places, or you can show off the things that you have, doesn't change your character. And I would say that when you are in a position where you have more access, your character comes out more because now you don't have any restrictions. It'll expose your habits. It'll expose your beliefs. It'll expose the kind of person that you are. Who are you when no one is watching? That's important because if you don't even know, then who else will? You get what I'm saying? You have to do the deep work first to find life satisfaction. You want to have an ideal version of your life, but if your self-concept and your self-image is inconsistent with what you desire, you won't keep it. It's gonna lead to you looking for another thing, right? And then you're finally in this cycle of like, oh, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. When you make a certain level of income, right? You want to make the next one. But what is interesting is that when people do make that level of money and they move into the next stage of their income, they don't want to go backwards, right? Because they've shifted the kind of person that they are to believe that they deserve to make that level of income. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, are you running towards a goal or are you running away from pain, right? We've put so much emphasis on looking outside of ourselves for satisfaction, even escapism. Your issues, your problems, your doubts, your fears, they will follow you because they're a part of you. And the best way to actually overcome them is to take control of them, to acknowledge that they exist, and to ask yourself serious questions about what they do and how they play a part in your life. So if you feel like you are not deserving of certain things, you will not deserve it. You will act accordingly. But if you start to believe and change your mindset and have a better understanding of who you are as a person, now you're going to put yourself in a position to be more in line and capable of keeping the things that you actually want. And it'll bring up your own satisfaction and confidence and your ability to believe in yourself. So that's the message. Watch this video, join the winner circle, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.